Welcome, everybody, back to day number 8, or day number 7, really. It becomes day number 8 later in the day, but day 7 of NoFap. And what can we really say about today? My oh my, this is, I think what I've learned so far is that we can come up with a plan, right? A plan to not relapse, a plan to be productive, but the struggles that happen, I think are just irrespective and independent of your plan, really. I mean, you need to have a baseline plan, but the struggles I'm facing with right now are the same ones that happen when I do nothing. When I'm not productive the whole week, and when I go on autopilot all 7 days, I'm faced with this exact same problem, this predicament. And I think that's what's making me realize that we need to identify this from a different angle, a different perspective. Basically, your body is just craving a dopamine hit, right? And essentially, I've been going on dopamine fast for 3 days this week, pretty much mini dopamine fast. I mean, the rules were that from 7 a.m., I have to first of all wake up at 7 a.m. and then go from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. All 12 hours are just productive. So I've basically done 36 productive hours. And that can vary, that varies, of course. Like it wasn't all 100% just focused, but it was time where I didn't watch YouTube. I didn't message people on Discord. I didn't do anything that I would usually do, right, for escapism or boredom. I would play the piano. If I got bored, I would go outside. I would go to the gym. I would go take a cold plunge. Right, I hit 7 minutes, by the way, so 7 minutes on yesterday actually. And the only way I got to 7 minutes is via the streak, like in terms of energy, in terms of energy. Um, but yeah, I was praying yesterday at night, and it's one of those things that you just have to be aware of, and it's very, actually, very, very like the same feeling as being submerged in cold water. Like you're under there, it's very uncomfortable, and you want to get out, but you know that you shouldn't get out, right? You're in there for a reason, and you don't want to get out. So, I just go this whole day, this whole week, just it's like I'm permanently in the cold water is the best way to describe it. I'm permanently in the cold water. Like I just want to get out, but I'm hoping that after a certain time, it's just going to get to the point where, well, I can just stay in there indefinitely, right? That's the end goal. I don't want to relapse right now because, these slips when they happen, what it is, it's a dopamine hit, really. It's a dopamine hit, and it's your body just trying to get another hit of dopamine. That's what causes the subconscious overtaking of the mind. Is that feeling of, man, I just want to get that dopamine hit. I want to get the dopamine rush. Just give me one more hit, one more hit. Well, I can't quite do that, can I? I don't really want to do that. So, and it doesn't really help that my body's so sensitive. Like, it's one thing. This is what makes it the hardest addiction in the world. It's one thing like when you're gambling, right? Like getting that itch to gamble and needing to go to the store and get money or go on the website, do money. But it's weird when there's a fucking body part that is like part of the addiction. In what other addiction is that true? Like I the when it affects the fucking body part, that is so fucking that's what makes it insanely difficult. But it's similar to the cold water, right? Like it affects your body part, affects your hands, your feet, and your mind, really. Like, 'cause you gotta battle your mind in the same way you have to battle your mind here. Uh, there are polar opposites, though. Here you're battling your mind against pleasure, versus there you're battling your mind against pain. So it's two battles that are polar opposites, but they reflect each other, I think. It's pretty mind-blowing stuff, I would say. Um, but yeah, I have to figure out a plan to. take is I think doing cold shower, going through the conscious list that I have, and just doing like 3 or 4 tasks on there is probably the best way to start. And I've started with this journaling method here. So yeah, we'll see you guys in a bit tomorrow.